Hello students, hope you all are fine and safe at your respective houses. Today we are going to discuss one topic from chapter number 3, that is planning, subject BA. We all are aware about the meaning of management. Management is an art of getting work done through others. So in process of getting that work done, some of the functions are required to be performed. The first and the foremost function of management is planning. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the things which you can see on the left side of the screen: 3.1, 3.2, 3.3 and 3.4. We will not discuss whole chapter in one video. We will be discussing some of the topics, some of the portions. So let us start with some of the introduction, basic information regarding planning. Whenever a business wants to manage its activities, it requires planning. Planning is very much essential, not only in business but also in daily routine life. For example, in your life also, you are planning something. You are planning to study. You plan that you will wake up early in the morning at 6. You will study for 2 hours and then you will be doing your routine work. This is one of the best and simple example of planning. In business also, it is very much essential to plan. So as we know that business is an economic activity and its main objective is to earn profit. So in order to earn profit, some of the functions are required to be performed. Planning is a universal process. It is not only limited to business. In each and every field we observe planning. Planning is done for future. Future is uncertain, so it is very much essential that you should take proper care in planning. So now we will understand the basic meaning and concept of planning. 3.1.1 concept: planning is to collect information for the activities to be undertaken in business. Consider them in advance and plan out how to do this activity. Means we are planning for future in advance. One example which I gave, that you are planning to wake up early in the morning at 6 today, means you will be doing this activity, you will be performing this activity on the next day. So it is for your future. Okay. Now some of the definitions given here. Some of the management experts have contributed something in this concept. First is according to Bill Gates. He is saying that task of planning is choosing. You have to select some of the appropriate alternatives first of all, and from that alternatives you will be selecting some of the best plan. For example, again the same example of yours only, that you are planning to wake up early in the morning at 6. So there will be certain things which have to be considered. First, it would be that which subjects you will be studying. So you are having some of the alternatives with you. As a commerce student, you will be having, for example, accountancy, statistics, economics and BA. So from that 4 subjects, what you are choosing is also part of planning. Second is according to George Terry. He says that function of planning means assumptions for result, policy to follow function, stages and decide the methods to be followed. Means planning is a process which is based upon some of the assumptions. First of all, based upon some assumptions. You are assuming something, and based upon that assumptions you will be planning. Planning for what? You will be planning for result. But whenever you are planning for results, some of the policies, some of the functions, some of the process, some of the stages and some of the methods are to be followed. So combination of assumptions, policies, some of the functions, stages and method, these 5 things is known as planning as per George Terry. And one single line is given that planning is an intellectual process to achieve goal. Intellectual process. Intellectual process means a process in which we have to use our mind. If you are using mind properly, if you're applying your mind properly, then it is very much easy to achieve all your goals. Now only planning is not important. Implementation of plan is also very much important. Again, coming back to the same example, you have planned to wake up early in the morning at 6. It is just a plan on the paper or on the mind. But actually when you are awaking at 6 in the morning next day, then you have implemented the plan. But you have to remember that you have chosen, for example, accountancy subject, then you have to study accountancy. Then and then only the process of planning will be successful and your goals can be achieved.